My brand is access and convenience. We don't sell tickets, we don't sell tables, we don't sell nightclubs. We sell access and convenience. Access for the best events in the world, and we want a convenient way for you to gain access to these places. So at the end of the day, that's what we're all about.
Was it hard to get yourself branded? Do you feel that you are the brand, or is it the things you do?
No. At the end of the day, I think building a brand comes with time and making sure that you do what you say you're going to do. So if you say, I have the best toilet paper out there, over time, if you have the best toilet paper, people are going to come to realize it. You know what I mean? So when I say we provide access and convenience to the best events, that's exactly what we do. We started out with just nightclubs in Miami, and now if you go on easyvip.com, we have tickets to the ESPYs. Like, you know, it's a big difference from where we originated started from. And I'm going to continue to just bring access to just great events, things that you didn't even know was going on in a certain market. I want you to come to our site and realize that, oh man, Jay-Z's hosting a private party here, and EasyVIP has 4 tickets. Like, you know what I mean? That's what I want to do.
In the beginning, was it a problem? Do you think funding?
I mean, funding's been a problem my whole life. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't grow up rich. Like, you know what I mean? So anything we ever wanted, we had to work our way up, and we like to say grind our way up. Like, you know what I mean? So I have so many ideas that I want to do still to this day, and I don't have the money to do them. You know what I mean? Even with billionaires and millionaire partners, they don't just give you money. Like, you know what I mean? You have to work and earn it, and they'll invest, and you you bring an ROI on that, and you can get some more. When I say ROI, I mean, it's just mean like a return on your investment on that, and you can grow and get some more. So funding's always an issue, but at the end of the day, you have to work around it and make strategic partnerships to get rid of that problem.
Did you find it difficult to break down barriers when you first began?
Yeah, I did. Reason being is because I feel like we have a new product that's never been done before. Like, when you come to the site, you can select an exact table, pre-purchase it on the site. So me going to a venue that I have no type of nightlife background and saying, hey, let me A, collect money on your behalf, B, you're not going to pay me, I'm going to pay you. Like, you know what I mean? And C, you don't know me from a can of paint, but I promise I'll pay you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was just like I had to get one venue and then turn it into 2 and turn it into 5 and turn it into 40. Like, you know what I mean?
So what made you persist?
What else? Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's no plan B. Like, you know, plan B is to reinforce plan A in my eyes. So at the end of the day, I put my mind to do this, and this is what I'm going to do.
What do you think was your first break?
First big break?
First big break.
First big break was probably doing a deal with the Opium Group in Miami. They own like 6 of the biggest venues in Miami, and just the fact that they will work with me, and Justin and the guys gave me a shot, and especially Ryan over at the Opium Group, he was like really the one in my corner, like, Al, I'm gonna get this done for you. Just the fact that those guys give me a break, that kind of kicked it off, because it was sink or swim at that point, because they were the big whales in the market. And if I'm saying, go back to the branding, if I'm saying I have access and convenience to the best events, and I don't have the best events, then I'm not really living up to what I'm saying I'm going to do, and I don't have a company. So the fact that they kind of helped me out and put me on a lot.
Is there anything you would suggest to another entrepreneur starting out?
Other entrepreneur, I would say 2 things. I'm going to narrow it down to 2. I mean, there's a bunch of things you could say, and I'll just give you 2 examples. One, first and foremost, don't stop. And I know this sounds very cliche, like, don't stop, chase your dreams. Like, literally, like, you can't stop. Like, I'm not stopping. You can't tell me no enough. No to me is a definite maybe. That's a definite maybe. No? All right, cool. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's a definite maybe. And then at the end of the day, I feel like I was having a conversation with my friend Andreek, and I was telling him, it's like, if we were playing chess, right, and you take my pawn, I'm not gonna get upset because you're just trying to win. You know what I mean? So in life, if you're trying to work and somebody else does something that you feel isn't right, like you can't get upset because that person's just trying to win. We all just trying to win. So he has objective, I have an objective. So I'm gonna make sure that I make you know that you need me in your corner to win, and we need to do this together. Like we have a real business and real people, and real partners, and a real company, and we've been growing this thing. And at the end of the day, it's just I don't take anything personal. To me, and everything's business. Like, you know what I mean? That doesn't mean you stab someone behind their back, and that doesn't mean you do some shady stuff because you still have your core morals that won't allow you to, like, you know what I'm saying, just lie and cheat for $1. But at the end of the day, if you're not picking up my phone calls, that's not personal, you're just busy. You know what I mean? And I need to make you know why you should answer my phone calls. So that's it.
At times, do you find it hard to stay focused?
I mean, type of business I have, you know what I mean? I'm in the club every night, you know, so at the end of the day, no, focus isn't a problem. I have so much self-motivation, it's crazy, so focus isn't really a problem, and at the end of the day, I know what we have to build, I know what we have to accomplish, and I know that we're not even a tenth of where we need to be, so for me to get big-headed, or for me to even think that we're bigger would be a discomfort to myself, to my employees, to the people around me. I know that I see Cuban walk into a building and he has on regular shoes and just jeans and a t-shirt, and you would never know this guy's a multi-billionaire. Like, you know what I mean? And he's just sitting there talking to me. And we exchange emails on the regular. So for him to not have an ego, who the hell am I to have an ego? Like, you know what I mean? So, not focus. Don't lose focus. Just keep going.
So there was never a point at which you figured it was too much of a burden and you felt like just...
Not one day, not 1 hour, not 1 second. I know that it gets hard, but at the end of the day, like I said, there's no plan B. So, like, what are you going to do? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you set this up, and this is your dream, this is your goal. So what are you second guessing yourself for? You just gotta do it because at the end of the day, you don't know how close you are to making it. Like, you know, it doesn't look like what you're doing is making sense out there in the market. It doesn't look like people are watching, but people are watching. They see what you do, whether they want to acknowledge it or not. They see what you're doing, and you just have to keep doing that consistently. People say overnight success. Most overnight success stories take 5 years, 6 years, overnight success. So, just keep focused.
All right, is it empowering to you, or does it feel good to now have the people that keep us closed doors in place you now have to deal with you?
Nah, I mean, they don't have to deal with me, let's be clear. I'm happy that they deal with me, and I'm happy that they take my phone calls and my emails, and, you know, I bug everybody a lot, like, hey, I see you're doing Jay-Z at so-and-so, I need tickets ASAP, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm still actively chasing these people down, but it feels good to not have to reach out as much. It feels good for something to go up in the city, and someone thinks, hey, let me call Al and put some tickets on that side. Like, in case in point, a guy Butterfuko in Miami, he's like one of the biggest promoters, and he throws these huge concerts, and he has a Memorial Day weekend concert in Miami with 2 Chainz and Meek Mills and Movado, and just, it's a huge Memorial Day weekend concert, like 30,000 people. I remember calling Butter, like, yo, I need tickets. I could not get in contact with him. And it's the first year on Easy VIP we had tickets for this Memorial Day weekend concert. And when it went up, I was just like so dope. I just sat back and looked at my site like, man, we got best of the best tickets on here. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was dope for me to have that on the site. And just little things like that, it just makes me know it's progress.
If you could do anything different, would you? If so, what would that be?
If I could do anything different, I would have tried harder to involve and people gonna say I'm crazy. I would have tried harder to involve my core friends in my business. You know what I mean? Like the people I really grew up in, and they say don't mix friends and business and stuff like that. But to grow and do all this stuff and not have the people closest to you involved directly, like like that's just the thing I wish I would have changed. This is Al Nelson, CEO of EasyVIP, and you're watching Humble Magazine. It's my man. We're Chicago.